Hi there, I'm Clarence Waldron. Welcome back to Black Muse. We are on location with the one and only Deonte Baker, Chicago's singing sensation. Oh, this guy can sing. Oh, yes, he can. But now he's moving into the world of acting. He's starring in a new play, Bobo the Bully, produced by Jackie Taylor of famed Black Ensemble Theater. So here we are now with Deonte Baker. Hey, what's going on, bud?
Clarence, thank you for having me back on Black Muse. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So tell me about this acting world. How did you hear that Jackie was having auditions and all that kind of stuff?
So as we know, the power of social media, if you use it properly, you can definitely, experience some opportunities that you've never had before. So I had a friend of mine who had done a show at the Black Ensemble Theater, and I guess she thought that I would be good for, that opportunity. So she sent it to me. And even prior to that, I had many, friends and even family, encouraging me to try musical theater and try to get into that field of performance. And, I just, always waited for the right opportunity, the right time. And I felt like this was the right time and also the right workload as well. And I decided to go to the audition and, kind of do it like that. So I heard about it, through social media. My friend told me about it. Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, what was the auditioning process like? Yeah.
So the audition process was basically, you had to have a headshot, a nice, high quality headshot with a resume, and you would have to prepare a 1-minute monologue of your choice, whether it be a drama or comedy or something like that, as well as a soulful R&B song, because they were looking for singers who could, hold a note. And so that was the audition requirements. And so I got my headshot together, I got my resume together, and I went down there and I did the audition. And it was quite straight to the point. For me, it was intimidating because I had never done a monologue before. And it was so interesting. I had just took an excerpt from one of my favorite songs and I just dramatized it. I just stretched out the words and, figured out a way to kind of, make it theatrical. It was I forget what song it was. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, it's not coming to me. But it was it was like an R&B song.
Okay.
And I just tried to act it out instead of singing it. So that I guess that kind of worked for me. I did not think that it would, get me the leading role in the play, but I definitely just prepared myself and did my homework and watched a few monologues on YouTube and talked to some friends who's had some experiences and really just tried to take it serious because, I didn't want to go in there. You know how some singers go in, I can sing, so I don't really have to prepare,
Right.
I really made sure that I took it serious, the whole process from beginning to end.
So this is primarily a musical, or is it a?
You can call it a musical. I think I definitely would consider it a musical because there's, music playing all throughout, even during the, dialogue. There's music that, that builds up to certain moments and things like that. So yeah, for sure.
Okay. So tell us, what is it about? Let's start there.
So Bobo the Bully is a very, I think is a very powerful story for anybody, specifically geared toward young adults who are young children growing up and learning about, how to interact with students and adults. And Bobo the Bully is basically about a young kid who is in school, who is going through behavior issues, who's going through academic issues, social issues, because of whatever's happening at home or the lack thereof. So it is, bleeding over in school. You know how sometimes you have those kids who may have those unspoken issues outside of school, and it comes off across in their behavior and their characters. And sometimes it can be socially awkward for fear of being judged and things like that. These are all the subjects that are being explored in Bobo the Bully. And Bobo is a kid who starts out very rough, very, hard. And, he's going through it with his mom, and he's picking the wrong crowd. And, so the story is just all about making the right choices, being confident. And I think it's great because even though, we get older, we always need that reminder of just staying confident and being true to yourself and always making the right choices. So although it is very elementary, I feel like it is something that all people can take from. So yeah, that's what it's all about.
Okay. Well, what kind of audiences are you attracted?
So this is really geared toward, the school kids, the teenagers, the young adults, the middle schoolers, also teachers, who are in school with the young children who, they see all types of kids every single day. So they may just see one of their students, in Bobo, they may be able to learn something from Bobo or in many of the other characters that are being portrayed in this particular production. So yeah, although, anybody can come on out and check it out. I think it's a really great story, and it's a cool reminder about, just being confident and staying true to yourself. But yeah, I believe that Jackie Taylor's mission is to really continue to give messages to the young people, the young adults, the young kids, and reminding them just to make the right choices. So yeah.
Yeah. And how was the show last night? The energy level?
It was really great. And I think as a performer, I'm learning to just stay in character at all times because, the audience is just so close to you and you cannot react. You cannot, get out of character. Even if the kid is like, "Ooh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did." You're going to get that because you are drawing the kid in there. They have nothing else, which is really great. No, they had no phones. They're not checking their phones every 2 minutes. They're really looking at the full story for the whole hour. And so they're really learning. It's a very immersive experience, in my opinion, because you're really trying to kind of put on the character of a kid. You want them to really understand what you're trying to say. And I think they really gravitated toward, the character Bobo. Not only because he was, a rough kid at first, but he eventually decides to make the right choices. And I think all those kids can, relate to that. So they really, really loved it.
So to be clear, you're Bobo.
I am Bobo.
You're Bobo.
I play Bobo, yes, sir.
Got it. So how can we get tickets?
So if you want to support this, it's called Plays with a Purpose, PWAF. If you want to support it, just reach out to me or just reach out to the box office. I think the best way to try to get tickets is just reach out to me because I can definitely get you the tickets and get you, if you want to come to one of the shows next week, you definitely come and I'll definitely take care of that. Or you can just, reach out to the box office. I'm not sure if they have them online. I think they're directly selling to like schools and, teachers and things like that. But yes, definitely. It's still an opportunity to check it out.
Okay. All right. So tell people your social media. How can we find you?
You can find me, on Instagram, Deonte_Baker. Mainly Instagram. If you look me up, many of my other platforms will pop up, but I'm most active on Instagram. So you can definitely follow me there. Yeah.
All right. Do you see yourself doing more theater in the future?
I would like to. I really am, I'm grateful that I'm able to use this opportunity to kind of get my feet wet and kind of slowly step into the field of acting and doing musical theater. I've been encouraged to definitely go after more opportunities, but I just kind of want to take my time and really learn as much as I can and just remain a student and learn from as many people as I can within the Black Ensemble Theater family. So yeah, I would really love to continue exploring those opportunities for sure.
Sure. Okay. And where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
I just see myself doing exactly what God, has for me to do. Whatever that may be, I'm going to stay grounded. I'm going to stay humble. And I'm going to be, I'm learning that as I get older, to be slow to speak and eager to listen. And just really follow the narrow path and keep God first, because I know that I'll be led in the right directions. I'll keep honing my craft. I'll keep taking those opportunities that will push the trajectory where I want to go. I'll be very intentional about my goals, but wherever God leads me, I'll definitely follow that. But I want to be, in 5 years, I know that I just want to continue to be thriving in my career as an artist, as a musician, as a producer, maybe as an actor, all those things. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now you also teach at Chicago West.
Yes, sir.
What's the best advice you have given your students?
I think the advice that I would give any of my students is to just, first of all, just always have a love for what you do. Let that be the first thing that motivates you. Let it not be money. Let it not be applause. Let it not be how many likes you get. Nowadays people want all the likes. They want all the shares. They want the viral thing. It's all about being viral now. But I think in time, I was just watching something that Samara Joy was saying. And she was saying that it takes time to be great. It may not take a lot of time to get 15 minutes of fame, but it takes time to be great. So be patient with yourself. And so I'm going to repeat that same thing as I encourage myself and encourage students, is just take time. Your eyes might see that things are moving fast, but take your time. Is whatever's for you will find you. Just stay consistent. Don't give up, and remain childlike. Remain humble. Go into new spaces with an open mind and with humility and with an open heart, and no prejudgments. So never assume life. Just stay humble. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned over my career, is just to stay grounded. These things that you want and desire will happen over time, when you are ready for them. But keep working, keep preparing yourself. So yeah.
You have grown. Even from the last time we talked. I'm like, really? This is Deonte Baker? Okay. Nice. Very nice. Nice. Very nice. Tell us about all your shows here in town, because I saw a lot of big things.
Yes.
Some of those singing engagements.
Yes. I'm just grateful to be, taking on new experiences and opportunities that, would help me continue to share what I have to say as an artist. So yes, I'm as the young people say, I'm outside all February. Okay. I'm outside all February.
Okay.
And I chose that on purpose. I want to be unapologetically Black in February, singing everywhere on all parts of the city.
Okay.
Like this. Just sharing the voice that God gave me and the messages that I have. So yeah, I'll be finishing up Bobo the Bully next week, and I'll be singing at some Black History Month celebrations. I have a really cool opportunity to open up for this this group. They were on a Netflix show, and they have a tour and they were looking for local artists to open up for them. And, they chose me to open up for them at the House of Blues. So I'm going to be doing that on February 10th. Wow. I'm just grateful for larger opportunities. That's my goal, is just to, get into larger spaces, larger audiences, and maybe meet some great, people who can connect me to, greater things. So yes, and then I have a show February 27th to close out the Black History Month, celebrating R&B music, whether it is gospel R&B, R&B soul, pop R&B, whatever. We just want to celebrate, R&B music.
Okay, so that brings it to my next question. How should we celebrate Black History Month?
I would say right now, with all that's going on in our world today, just stay educated, support each other, protect each other, stand up for one another in the most safe, nonviolent ways as you possibly can. Stay aware, pray for the world, not just your neighbor, your brother, sister, pray for everything that's going on. And just, that's a great way to continue to celebrate Black History Month. Keep supporting your brothers and sisters. Keep leading with love, and keep spreading the truth. There's a lot of stuff out here that is clouding the mind of the young people. And I think it's so important that not just with Black History Month, but especially in Black History Month, you have to have no fear. You have to be bold and share the truth with your loved ones. You know what that is. So I think that's a good way to celebrate.
Yeah. I'm going back. I thought I heard something on Facebook about a group that you had started, Deonte's Children.
Yeah.
Tell me what is that?
It's something kind of, it's something silly, which is, it's kind of a, marketing branding thing for me. I think it's a great way to build what I'm trying to create. A lot of people know that I've been working with young people, young voices for most of my life and my career. And I think it's really cool. Over the years, I've worked with so many voices, and I think it's really cool. One of my things is like, oh, you should call us Deonte's Children. It's a play on Destiny's Child, So I thought it was cool because I really want a group of singers who is a reflection of kind of what I like to sing, how I like to sing, the intention on how I sing, and also, keeping my brand very strong so people can remember, what I got going on right now. So that's kind of how that started.
Okay. And how about your album? Or were you working on an album or some new music at one point? Or?
Yeah, I put out an album maybe in 2024. Right now, I just want to kind of perform more, kind of go down the Chitlin circuit, and and really do that grassroots. Hey, would you let me perform? Hey, I got a band, I got a van, and we'll drive down. I really don't care about big budgets and big money. I want to get, to different states, and I want to get to different cities. And so I'm trying to make connections and, go like the old school and pick up the phone and talk to people and be like, hey, so what you got going on? How can we work together? So yeah, I want to do that. I want to perform more before I put out more music so I can build my audience and,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. This is so amazing. You have really grown.
I appreciate it.
You have really grown. You really grown. Anything else that you want to share with us since we got you here?
Just keep supporting Black Muse. Keep supporting Chicago West Community Music Center. And just, keep supporting us independent artists from the inner city of Chicago, West Side, South Side. Support us, Black homegrown artists who, we're really doing it because we love it. There's no gimmicks. There's no cheat codes. Like, we're really doing it because we love it. And just keep supporting these independent platforms who are doing great work in the city of Chicago. So, yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. So before we go away, I'm going to do a little commercial to the founders of the Chicago West Community Music Center, Howard Sandifer and his wife Darlene Sandifer. This whole video podcast, as you know, comes from them. They said, let's have lively conversation with our viewers, lively conversation with our friends and legends and upcoming singers and all of that. Let's have more conversations. So here we are now. And for me, I'm on location. So this is really nice to be on location with a friend as well. So thank you all very much. See y'all next week.